going to do a quick eye look and show you. I've already got my brows done. That is how much eye primer I use for one eye. Okay? The whole point of the primer is to get your eye makeup on, crease resistant and waterproof, and have it last all day. And so if you notice the other technique I'm using, and that's just patting. I am not a foundation on the eyelids girl. A lot of people are. I just have never done that because I've had oily skin, and so it didn't work for me. It made it more greasy. All right, so that's the primer. There is one non-Mary Kay eye product that I do use, and that is a white eyeliner. And I love this just for the inside corners of my eyes. It's super cheapy one because I'm not really using it for anything other than brightening this up in here. Now I may still put eyeshadow on top of that, but I just think that as we get older, it just really looks so dark and hollow in there. And so I like to get that brightened up. We're going to do a super light eyeshadow look. I think that as we start to age, we need to go a little lighter on the shadow, lighter, brighter. You can still do shimmer. I think that shimmer is fine. I tend to use the Mary Kay brushes that we got that are shorter. I don't know why. If I have more control, not really sure why, but I tend to always use that. And if you wonder what I'm doing here, this is just like a netted sponge, and it's great for cleaning out your brushes. I found it at a store, but you could use any sponge that's a net like this, and it just cleans your brushes out and gets them back to where to start. So first things first I'm gonna do is a little bit of the darker color. And so for my darker color, I am gonna use, I don't know, do I wanna do purple or I'm gonna do brown because pink and purple would be too much pink and purple. So I'm gonna do a neutral eye. So I'm starting out with my dark color first. And this is Burnished Bronze. It is a shimmer. All right. Being careful not to overblend the dark. Okay. Just like a little C, like a little backward V. I'll tell you what, if you tip your head up or you see how I'm doing that, you'll be sure to get it up here on this bone because that's where you want it. Okay, then the next step, I'm taking Golden, Gold Status. I was gonna make up a name, but I thought I better not. And I'm going right over that to touch the Burnished Bronze. But this Gold Status, I love. I think it's so pretty. It's just a great highlighter. Okay, so there, two colors. I'm gonna wipe my brush off on my spongy thing, and then I'm gonna take a little bit of Biscotti and underneath the brow bone, and that's where that Burnished Bronze gets blended at the end like that. So you don't need to worry, and boom, there you have it. We are gonna do liquid liner. So I have my eyebrow brush, and I'm going to be using the other side, and I dip it in to, I'm sorry, it's not liquid, it's gel, the gel liner. And then I'm putting it on the brush like this. Okay, I'm going to start at the outside edge and work my way in. I'm almost trying to put it underneath as close to the base of the lash line as I possibly can. If you really want your eyes to pop, this gel liner is amazing. Also, you can do it as thin or as thick as you like, but the other thing is it stays on. Ooh, does it stay on? And the brush that comes with it is nice. It's just a little too short for me, you know, as an artist. We all have our ways. Again, so I'm just using the flat part of the angled brush, just the flat. I'm not turning it, twisting it, pressing it. I'm just using that flat part right there. But you see how that just defines my eyes without getting it looking muddy and too overdone? Now, underneath, you're just going to try to stay up almost like you're trying to push it into your lash line. You see how that makes a huge difference already? And I mean, I am barely touching this. But for summer and spring, if you want your eyeshadow or your eyeliner to stay on, the gel is amazing. Okay. All right, there's the gel. Again, it will, if you use it like that, it'll stay on so much better. Okay. Then the other thing that if you really want to superset it, take a little bit of Onyx eyeshadow and dab right over it. So I guess what I'm saying to you is this. When you're putting it on, don't get caught up in, is it perfect? Is it perfect? Is it perfect? Because I cannot remember the last time I have not set my eyeliner with an eyeshadow color of some kind. If I'm going to be a little more casual, it may not be the Onyx. But for the most part, no, not for the most part, for all the part, I do. I have always set my eyeliner with shadow. Okay, there you have it. Okay, and then the last, we're going to curl our eyelashes. You kind of want to step it out. This is the Fanorama, starting at the base of the lash and working my way up. If you can watch the action on the bottom too. But you can see lighter shadow, more emphasis on the define, line and define. Okay, 2 coats, not nearly enough, but it'll do for this video. There you have it. Last but not least, I like to take a clean cotton Q-tip and make sure that I've got no fallout underneath. And then you can then take a little bit of your gold status and put that on the inside over that white pencil. Ta-da!